Hello and welcome to CIS101 Computer Concepts and Applications. My name is Heidi Ripe and I'm the instructor for this course. The purpose of this video is to give you an overview of the course setup in Blackboard and to cover a couple of things this first week of the semester to ensure that you're off on the right foot. As you can see when you log into Blackboard's class for CIS101, you land on the announcements page. New announcements will always be listed first, but you can always scroll down to view past announcements. On the left-hand side is the navigation pane. You will end up this first week going to the Start Here area, and we'll circle back to that information. The general information has our announcements, the syllabus and policies for the class and Bay College in general, the schedule, how to get a hold of me. The instructional material is where you're going to be doing the bulk of your work in this coursework folder. The discussion board has a couple of discussion board areas that you'll need to do. The glossaries for the material. Resources include who to go when you need help for something. What that problem is determines on who you need to contact. CIS Tips gives you some hints on CIS, which is a publisher platform that we are using in this class. And if you need help with CIS, it gets you in contact directly with CIS and you can do instant chat with their support. Other tools and links include your gradebook as well. Clicking first on the Start Here area, we will need to have these tasks done the first week of the semester, because this is going to set you up to be successful for the rest of the semester. Check out our syllabus and the course policies, both this class policies as well as the Bay College overall policies. This class will use CIS platform, which is a publisher resource, in order to do our testing and activities, our assignments. So you will need to have a purchased access code. That means that this first week of the semester, if you don't have that access code yet, you can definitely request a free trial code to make sure that you want to stay in the class and kind of test out the class itself. So instructions on how to request a trial code is found here. That code only lasts about 2 weeks and it will expire, so make sure that you have a purchase code in time to not have a delay in getting coursework done. As part of CIS, we will need to have Microsoft Office, and this class is based on Microsoft Office 365. That means that your computer needs to be a Windows computer. There are differences in Microsoft software between the Mac version and the Windows version. We will need the Windows version. You will also need to download Microsoft Office 365 to your computer, because there are differences between downloaded installed software as opposed to web-based Office. So you have free access as a Bay student to downloads for Microsoft Office 365, and you can find that information down here on where to go in order to download that. CIS will also prompt you in that first time that you do a task in their platform. It will prompt you to validate your license as well, and you can go through those steps in order to do that. That is not a Bay College issue or a Bay College requirement. That is definitely a CIS publisher requirement, so that you are actually using a valid version of Office. You'll also need to download the data files for this course. Personally, I like to use a flash drive, so I can do it at home, I can do them at work, I can do them when I have time at a friend's sort of thing. So keeping that downloaded version of your data files is important. Where you choose to have that at, that's absolutely up to you. Just make sure you're aware of where they're at. But they're always here if you ever need to go back to them. Take some time to get familiar with CIS 2.0. That is going to be our testing environment where we do assignments and such, so you want to get familiar with that. And finally, there is a Start Here quiz that is going to be done after you do all of the tasks. It's just a short quiz showing that you have activity in the course, and that is a federal financial aid requirement to have some kind of graded assignment within that first week. Going back up real quick to cover one more area, and that is the coursework area. This is where we're going to find all of our content for the class itself. In order to keep everybody moving through the class at about the same pace, and there is a rolling dates that open for the different modules. So you click on that folder, and each one is going to be set up the same way. Give you a brief overview, and you'll have an instructional folder, assignment folder, review folder, and assessment folder. And this is just the natural progression of learning the content. You're actually learning it. You can find PowerPoints. You can find the learning outcomes for we have a couple different books. One of them is ODW, our Digital World textbook, and the other one is Computer Concepts and Application textbook. So you have access to reading online if you have the e-version of it. That's all found in the instructional folder. Assignment folder is where you're going to have some of your assignments that are going to be due. This means for this one, it's ODW, your next step lessons, the chapter 1 assignment, and right here, you are automatically going to find out what CIS is like. And I'm logged in as a student, but so it's not getting you to the right area on this piece to give you a view of that. But you'll be able to log into CIS there and try things out as part of the assignments. If we go back into a review folder, and before you actually get to a testing, assignments are graded, but there's also a review folder in order to try out different things. And you can scroll down, and these are not graded, so you can check them out. And again, it's not going to work right because I'm not a student. To test those things out in the CIS environment and see how that looks and works before you actually grade it on something. Going back to that module 1, instructional folder, your assignment folder, which are graded, review folders not graded, assessment folders are more the overall test, like your theory test for the first module. A skills check test are the 2 items in this folder. So again, each module is going to cover 2-week span, and so refer back to your syllabus and the tentative schedule for due dates, but there are also due dates listed in Blackboard that will show up as if you look at your calendar and whatnot to see when things are due. So if you have any questions, by all means, please reach out to me. I'd rather have you ask questions than get frustrated and overwhelmed. So feel free to take advantage of that email address that's in my contact information here. Hope you have a wonderful class.